So we're back to Adolescence, the final episode, episode 4, and what a journey it's been. The last episode, episode 3, was very, very intense. As a matter of fact, Cam J, one of our brilliant community members, had a great comment that I have to share with you. Cam J says, I love the series. Bascom and Eddie embody a more traditional idea of masculinity, where physicality and competition play a role in how they relate to the world. On the other hand, their sons operate outside that framework, engaging with digital spaces instead. Bascom, who is used to analyzing cases objectively, but when his son explains the incel movement to him, he realizes how disconnected he is from the world his son lives. It's fascinating how Adolescence uses this contrast to highlight generational differences and the struggle to bridge gaps in understanding. Phew! What great insight, Cam J. I didn't even think of this. And you are so right. Cam J also suggested that I include images of the psychologist before and after the session with Jamie, because as we saw, her demeanor changed drastically from when she went in versus after her session with Jamie. So it actually encapsulates the episode. It's like, wow. We did get to know Jamie a little bit more, didn't we? It was a revelation. I don't know what's next, who we're going to find out, or what we're going to find out, but this is a great exploration, excavation of the people affected by this tragic event. I just don't know where they're going to take us next. And so let's get into the episode and see where they take us next. Jamie's family. It looks like they're having a party and Jamie's smiling and he's with them. So I'm assuming this was before 13 months. 13 months before or 13 months after? The famous shed. Isn't it interesting how we compartmentalize our memories? It's before a specific incident or after. This one is a doozy. Before Katie's murder, after Katie's murder, or you could say before Jamie committed this murder or after. Depends on the perspective you're looking at it from. Do plants like coffee?
Happy birthday, old man. I'm married an old man.
Oh, it's his birthday. They seem happy, so I'm thinking this was before.
Yeah, only when I'm doing you a smile.
No.
Oi!
Christmas as well, when you got your Susie on and that.
He's feeling frisky. I have to use the captions. I can't understand these people. Their accents are so thick.
Oh, it's a lovely picture. This makes you look handsome.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jamie?
Shit, Dad, have you seen the van?
Hey?
The van outside, have you seen the van?
No.
Nonce.
I'm sorry. I don't know what...
Hey, it's not your fault. Did you see anything, Ali?
No, nothing, Eddie.
No, you didn't see a thing, no.
Sorry, there was a big fight this morning.
Right, go and phone the police.
Can you think?
No, if that's what he said. If anything else happens, give him a ring. Right, a bit of soap and water will get this off. Can't believe you never saw nothing.
Eddie, when was the last time you seen the van, love?
When I parked up last night.
Well, what time was that?
I don't know, what must have been about 8 o'clock, I think.
8 o'clock?
Yeah, about 8 o'clock.
Can soap and water get that off?
Nonse.
So it's after.
This isn't going to get any better. Your mum says she can get you work.
I don't need your mum. Love, I've got lads that depend on me.
No, I know.
Right, do you want to take her out of college? Do you want to ruin her fucking life as well?
She wants to move.
Because I promise you now, it'll be 10 times fucking worse and you know that. We've done nothing wrong, have we? No, so we're not moving. I'm sorry about that. I'll clean it up. Don't worry, I'll clean this off.
The mother wants to move, and I don't know if that would solve the problem because isn't England a small island? This would have been national news, I would think. Yes, it would be harder living in the neighborhood where it occurred, but as the father said, he has his business there, and I guess people he employs, and Lisa, the daughter, is in school. He said, I think college, so she's not going to the school that Katie and Jamie went to, so she doesn't have to be under that direct microscope. But I guess the mother is probably worried about what the neighbors think. Maybe she's being ostracized by her neighborhood friends, I don't know. But the father's van is being vandalized. I don't know if that's the only property of theirs that's been vandalized, but I can empathize with her, but I can also empathize with the father. I just don't know. Moving would be the best thing for them, but it's obviously not what the father wants. It's a tough situation.
You're all right.
They seem to be a very close-knit family, caring. They care for each other. They love each other. Soap water is not gonna get that out, I don't think.
All right, darling. Want a chair, love?
No.
Want to get you a chair, rest your legs?
No, I'm alright.
Fancy a brew, love?
No.
No? Fuck off then, you nosy arm cow.
Wow.
All right, nuns. Hey, hey, hey. All right, nuns. Did you see that to my phone? I'm going to Wainwright.
Can't I just say it?
No, you can't stay here. Someone's just vandalised the van. Who knows what they'll do next?
Why would I want to go away, Mum?
Because I'm asking you to go to Wainwright's.
Because I've got the breakfast on.
Girls, please, girls, do me a favour. Please, help me out, love. I'm trying.
All right.
Was it only on one side or did they write it on both sides?
Ta-da, love. Fucking nosy that bag.
In my old neighborhood, would call ladies like her village lawyers.
Please put some music on, love. Make sure you pick a good tune with a bass line. Another thing, when we get back from Wainwright's, we're going on an outing.
An outing?
Yes, we're going on an outing, a family outing.
And what will you do on your family outing?
I don't know. Climb a hill or something?
A hill?
Yeah. Get on, we'll go to the zoo.
I'm going to a zoo. I'm almost 18.
Whatever, we'll go ice skating then.
You ice skating?
Yeah, what's wrong with me, ice skating? Whatever, go to pitches.
Yeah, I'd do that.
Pictures of the movies.
Solving the problem of delay.
That's what the therapist has been saying.
So they're seeing a therapist. We didn't get an insight into what's happening with Katie's family. I was curious about that.
Like, aha. Take on me.
What, that hasn't got a bass line?
It has!
It hasn't.
It has!
That doesn't have a bass line. No. I love that song, but I don't remember it having heavy bass in it.
Fucking shitty shoes.
It was funny, that was.
I'm glad.
I'm pausing here for a bit to say, I'm not interested in their conversation and reminiscing about their high school days. I'm just not. But the song is keeping me entertained. So good choice by the director.
It's no better to be safe than sorry. I'm bleeding. Take me out. Did I
Dance. Oh my god.
You did?
Dad, no, stop.
Love, she did. First time she ever gave me a Frenchie.
Dad!
I'll never forget it. Full tongue and everything.
No, no kid wants to hear that. Come on.
You little love child, you. Come on. Child made of rainbows and dandelions and daffodils.
Yeah, alright.
So far, this episode is pretty pedestrian, but it's not, because below the surface, we're seeing a family trying to continue, trying to regulate their lives to be normal in spite of the huge disruption. I would say it's almost like a death in the family, but it's not. Jamie is still alive. It's not like what Katie's family must be going through because Katie's no more. But then with Jamie's family, though it's not as final as death, it is devastating, if not as devastating, because they're feeling the judgment of society, of their neighbors.
Strong alcohol, vodka would do. Isopropyl better, and a microfiber.
Can they get it off without taking off the advertisement on his van? That's the issue too.
God, kids. I blame the parents.
Can you just show me where the blue paint is, please, mate?
No, if it's paint, like I said, you'll want it resprayed.
I can't afford that, mate.
I just worked out who you are. You know, I've seen photos of you on Facebook. Because, you know, we didn't do it, did it? I mean, even the stab wounds, well, where they said there were stab wounds, you know, there's bone in the penetration spots.
See, there's another instance. The kid in the store was like, I just worked out who you are. It's like they have a scarlet letter written on them. Well, now he has it on his van, so.
No, so you've got my support.
Just get me the paint, please, mate.
Sorry, yeah.
I just want to pay
sure.
that.
Just, you should get my good lawyer, that's what I think. You know, if you crowdfund it, there's lots of us that get behind it.
He's not even hearing her. Is he angry? That score is making me apprehensive, like he's gonna explode or something. Oh, whew.
That's him, isn't it?
Who?
Is he following me? They're taking the piss, aren't they?
What?
Taking me for a twat.
Oh, those kids.
Come here! Get up! Did you do that to my van? What? Did you do that to my van? It was just a laugh. Well, it's not fucking funny, is it? Hey? Is it funny? Don't smile, kid, because I'll slap that fucking smile off your face. Do that to people. Do you understand? Yeah. You don't know what the fuck I've been going through. Don't fucking laugh at me, boy. Stay away from my family. Your fucking bike as well.
I'm glad he didn't hit that kid, because that would have been assault, and he doesn't need any more trouble. What is that? Oh, he's gonna paint the van. Oh. Oh, so it was just the one side. I wonder if his business has decreased. Say something. He's upset, but... Oh, he's crying. And it's his birthday, too. Who's calling her? Oh. Phone. I wonder if it's Jamie.
Jamie Miller. At Stanley Secure Training Centre. This call is from a person currently in a prison in England or Wales. All calls are logged and recorded and may be listened to by a member of prison staff. If you don't wish to accept this call, please hang up now.
Are they gonna pick up?
Just wanted to say happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thanks, mate. Thanks for calling.
I've been getting some bother in the yard, but it's just nothing.
Well, you know what to do, don't you, lad?
What should he do?
Yeah, I've got people to talk to. We're all getting closer, but I thought about it.
And
Dad, I'm gonna change my plea.
change it.
Dad, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna plead guilty.
He's gonna plead guilty.
Yeah, it's fine. I thought it was just me and Daddy. I wrote to them about your intolerances.
She's talking about food and he's talking about his plea.
It's gonna be alright.
It'll be alright. Come on.
The metaphor of the paint on the other side, it's a mess. Their lives are a mess.
Fuck off, Eileen.
I didn't even hear what Eileen said. That woman. She needs a life. I would say she needs to go touch grass, but she's always outside studying the neighbors and gossiping, I'm sure. Gossiping with whoever she can find to gossip with. Is that Jamie's room? Oh no, it's their room.
Got back for 50.
He's 50.
Maybe making a decision has made it a little better, eh?
I'll do that again.
That wasn't what I was saying.
But what are you saying then?
You like what?
You saw the tape, I didn't.
So what are you saying?
But him going guilty is probably for the best. And if you were honest, you'd see that as well.
I saw what I saw.
What did you see?
I didn't want to believe it.
Oh, okay. I thought he was going to be in denial.
Look at that fella that popped up on my phone. Going on about how to treat women and how men should be men and all that shit. Am I looking for something for the gym, wasn't I? You can't keep an eye on them all the time, love. We just can't.
He has a terrible temper, but so have you.
I didn't give him that, did I?
But I do sometimes think we should have stopped it.
We can't blame ourselves.
But we made him.
But when I was his age, my dad used to fucking batter me. I said, when I had my own kids, I'd never do that.
Well, you don't have to abuse them, beat them like your father did, but you gotta correct them. As the mother said, we saw the temper during his session with the psychiatrist. If he was exploding like that at home, yeah, his father should have stepped in and stopped it, You didn't have to beat him, but you had to do some corrective measure. That's the responsibility of a parent to correct their child. I'm not saying it's the father's fault why Jamie went and murdered Katie, but in general terms of the conversation about withholding correction from a child because of how your parent treated you. Again, we're back to the extremes. There's always a middle ground.
He was in his room, weren't he? We thought he was safe, didn't we? Didn't we think he was safe? What harm can he do in there?
That's why he wanted you in there with him. He knew you wouldn't believe it.
Should we have done more, though?
I think it'd be good if we accepted that maybe we should have done.
Never saw the tape.
Rage. That's what rage does. It makes you lose control. That's why it's so dangerous. We're used to look at each other and judge morality based on our standards. But with God, God looks at the motives and the intents of the heart. And it all starts there. First, when I read that scripture, I didn't fully understand when Jesus said in Matthew chapter 5, verses 21 to 23, Jesus said, "You have heard that it was said to those of old, 'You shall not murder, and whoever murders will be in danger of the judgment. But I say to you that whoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment.'" I didn't understand that scripture fully. I'm like, how can being angry be considered the same with murder? One is the feeling, the other is acting on that feeling. I've come to understand that Jesus is trying to show us that the intent and motives behind our actions are just as important as the actions, because one leads to the other. Wrath uncontrolled can and usually leads to assault and even murder. The difference sometimes is just opportunity. And it's easy to say, I could never, or I would never do something like that. We hope so. In sane thinking, in the space of self-control, we can confidently say that we would never commit a specific action. Who's to say that wrath would not lead us down the path to murder?
Look like they cause you any trouble.
Everyone causes me trouble. Jamie's sister.
The daughter is being affected this way, then maybe they should move.
We're staying here. We're not moving.
She said, we're staying, we're not moving, we can't move. I wonder why she's...
If we move, he'll be better for a bit. But then someone's just going to find out something.
Well,
And then that's something's going to be everything. And then it'll just be even worse.
I see what she's saying. She's like, if we move, I guess they'll be still on tenterhooks because they're wondering when will their neighbors find out. And then once they find out, the complexion of the relationships around them will change. And it's like they're starting the cycle all over again. But being where they are, they know everyone knows and they don't have to wonder. They just have to deal with it. I get it. Lisa, their daughter, is wise. So we're not gonna see it from Katie's family's perspective. This is just the anatomy of the after effects of a murder through the eyes and the experience of the family and the people dealing with the perpetrator. We usually get perspective from the family of the victim. This was from the other end and touching on the very modern aspect of the influence and the world that teens have to deal with now, the misinformation and negative algorithms, which are popular and engineered by these tech companies. They're engineered to push these negative, misogynistic, racist, sexist, disinformation, fascist takes. It's not just human nature gravitating towards these perspectives. It's actually being engineered by these social media companies because it gets the clicks, so they push it even more. They created a beast, an insatiable beast that feeds upon itself, that proliferates like a cancer. It's spread. Its malignancy has corrupted our whole society. Yes, our society was corrupt already, but can you imagine all this negativity being pushed, being literally pushed, incentivized, monetarily incentivized on a society that's already cratering? People love to use the term mainstream media. There's no mainstream media. They've all gone to the extreme where it's about greed and power. And the internet that could have been a tool, it still can be used and is used for a tool for good, is being overtaken by monsters to become a monster. And its easiest prey are young people, our youth. Let me finish this series before I get even more maudlin. Ugh. So sorry, Daddy. What a well done series. I'm just there with them, feeling their pain, just Brilliant. Well done. Well done. Cast and crew of Adolescence. Well done. What else is there to say? This is art at its finest. When you use visual media to tell a story that connects, and the reason it connects is because not only does it happen, not only has it happened, but things the characters went through, we can empathize with as human beings, because the loss, the pain, the frustration, the guilt, the confusion, the fear, the worry, the anxiety, the pain, we can all identify with that. And when a story has you examining things, examining life, examining the world around us, questioning it, that's when you know that your story resonated with others. And if it inspires change, even if it's just one person, then it would not have been in vain. I can't say I enjoyed the series. I don't want to use that term. I'm grateful for this series, and I'm thankful that it was made and that I was able to watch it, because it will stick with me. It will stay with me, and it will inspires me. It's encouraging in a way for me, because in my life, I know that I'm on the right path, because the lessons from this show are lessons that I've been learning by being a Christ follower. Before I knew the Lord and followed the Lord, I didn't understand myself fully. I didn't understand that my motives and intentions mattered just as much as my actions, and that my standard for what's right or wrong should not be the standard that I'm okay with, or another human being is okay with, or the world, society at large is okay with. As we see, a chunk of society can co-sign the worst behavior, and when that is the standard, then what? But I've come to understand that God's standard is good, and it's the standard that, if I follow, will lead me on the right path in life. And shows like this just reconfirms my belief that walking in the light, seeking to live in the light, and eschewing selfishness and loving God, and as God has instructed, loving others, doing unto others as I would have them do unto me, regardless of how they behave. I am in control of what I do and how I respond and how I treat others, and being intentional and conscious and aware of my actions. But even as important as that, the motives behind my actions. Murder. It doesn't take much to spark and take it from here and here to here, and it can happen in an instant. Thank you for watching this series with me. It was heavy. The next non-Walking Dead, non-Rishon content I have for the channel will be a light one. I reacted eons ago to Inside Out, so I will try to edit that. It's a long it's a bit complicated. I will try to edit that unless I find something else easier to edit. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out the full reaction on Patreon. I have to tell you, make sure you have a copy or a subscription to the service that shows the content so that you can watch along with me. I have to say that because the content is copyrighted material. We're trying to do the right thing here, guys. Thank you so much, and can't wait to hear your concluding thoughts on this wonderful series. See you soon. Bye.